have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Washington Wizards come in for this one, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Rockets, here with their Houston fans, then back on the road. They presently occupy that final playoff spot. Up a game as the regular season winds to a close, but no time to relax.
You have the rubber match, guys. One game apiece in this season series. That puts a little extra motivation on this game and in the atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, I would just say a skosh more. It's a long season, and you look for those additional goals to add consequence and significance to a game during the regular season. Winning the season series is just an example of that extra edge you like to have for yourself.
And now Washington starting group. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the center position. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back then. His body betrays him.
Ariza no luck.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Porter, no luck.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
And it's sent back by Howard. Harden right side. Porter pulls it in.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Beal can't get it to go.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games.
And that one's good by Porter. Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Right through the D for the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Beverly against Wall. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts. I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Beal against Beverly. It's Porter outside, and that is good. Porter's got 10 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Here's Beal, and he lays it straight in. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Wizards?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces. Move the ball. Move the ball. Spread their defense and get our shooters to the next pass.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dudley comes in for Markieff Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Now, here is Harden. 35 points for him last game against Golden State.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And here's Sessions following Monte Eunice's three. Beverly against Sessions. Comes up empty down low. Rockets trail by 5. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Oh!
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Just 2 to shoot, and he's way off from outside.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And another miss by Washington.
They've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. In the corner, Thornton with it. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Rockets trail by 3. Now Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Unis sends a screen for Beverly. There's the screen from deep Harden. And again, it's the Rockets. From deep.
perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Sessions. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And they're able to recover. And Thornton kicks to Sessions. It's Nene, high post, working on Howard. And the shot's good from Nene.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Beverly, no good on that last second attempt there. Well, it's been... And a chance now to hear from the Brazilian big man, Nene, about the development of this.
We changed our styling, the way we think about that.
With Nene in the mix, that team is indeed capable and talented and can do some very special things.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's in a supporting role, and when he steps up in a big way, he gives them an X factor.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
Terry and Harden are the 1 and 2. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now, here is Harden. Terry in the corner. Ball with the steal. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much simple.
Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons. But he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do. But he clearly is a better player.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line. For Wall, guys, he played more of a traditional point guard role, but double-digit assist numbers at 10 a game for him, really strong.
From deep, Harden, it's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Gortat with a screen on Terry. Here's Beal. Rockets with the rebound.
And also for Wall, his usage was down. I mean, a few less minutes played, fewer shots taken. Overall, though, I thought it was a big step towards becoming more of a traditional point guard, and the Wizards are better for it.
Over in the corner, Dudley. No one near him. Will not go. This is off the front iron. One-on-one here. Rebounded by Dudley.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
That's good. And the Wizards lead by 3. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Harden with the drive. Howard, the pass to Modiunas. It's stolen by Wall. He feeds it to Gortat. The Wizards working the ball around now. Wall dishes to Gortat. The shot, no good. Good D by Harden.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game, scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Goes up off the pick. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Andrew Godwin. And then for Washington, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Beal. Wall attacking. Oh!
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
That's good. From Porter on the assist by Wall. And it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Harden kicks to Moniunas. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him.
Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And Temple kicks to Wall. Out to the right wing. There's Porter with the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And then for Washington, Thornton comes in for Morris. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. It's Harden with the drive. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Sessions. Now here's Sessions. Fast break opportunity here. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brewer's shot is off.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Temple the pass to Porter. 2 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The Wizards with another miss. Beasley against Sessions. Beasley kicks to Moniunas. They set the pick. Up in time. And that's not going to go. And so that brings the first half to a...
All right, Kevin, thank you. I'm here with John.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And that'll do it for now, as the second half of our game is a...
The second half just about to get going here. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Morris inside, covered by Morty Eunice, and that one's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It is 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Harden dishes to Howard. Lets it go from deep, and that one's good. Beverly's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. Here's Gortat. It's rebounded by Houston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket for Monty Eunice.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40, mostly because he only took 3s, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting 3s.
Here's Beal. Here's Gortat. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
You guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. And did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
Gortat against Howard. 5 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. Howard's got 5.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Beal's shot is good.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the Rockets making a change here. Terry's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Jared Dudley's checked in for Markieff Morris. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here is Howard. 5 points in the game. Monty Eunice with it. Here's Beverly. Offensive rebound. Terry outside. Pass to Beverly. Gortat with the steal. Wall against Beverly. Outside, Wall. Got a piece of it. Monty Eunice with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Thornton in for Bradley Beal. And the basket by Thornton.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Ariza outside. Terry outside. Pocket 6. Over in the corner, Beverly. Shot to stop the run. The Rockets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Dishes to Dudley. Here's Gortat and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Moniunas. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and it's Beasley in for Moniunas. And a switcher also for Washington. Sessions is checked in. Sessions against Beverly. Ariza outside. The 3 ball. And it's Nene with the rebound.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beasley sets a screen for Brewer. Beasley kicks to Beverly. Houston moving it around. 3-pointer. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Beasley. And Washington has possession. Thornton. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And the 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Wizards leading by 8. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Beasley out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5. Here's Morris. Soft touch off the glass. Morris has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Wizards. Harden outside. And he jams it with authority.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Kicks it to Beal. Stolen by Harden. Here's Beverly. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Beal with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Morris with the screen for Beal. Feeds to Morris. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Jones checked in for Houston. Terry comes in for Patrick Beverly. And a switcher also for Washington. Wall's checked in. Beasley against Dudley. Beasley, the pass to Terry. Screen by Jones. And here's Harden for 3. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his 3-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year 3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
It's Harden with the drive, and then Jones with the jam.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Beal, that's for 2. Again, the Wizards score.
Hey, kid, you ready?
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
From deep, Harden. Morris with the rebound. Wizards leading by 9. Wall attacking. Beal dishes to Morris. Good work defensively by Harden.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Washington calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for Rockets. Patrick Beverly.
Harden against Beal. Harden outside, just 5 to shoot. Count the bucket. And here's Wall. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Morris. And that. Comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. Rockets trail by 7. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Back to Beverly. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. They get it back.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Quarter, no luck. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. Power of 9. Beverly the pass to Harden, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Montianis gets to Ariza. From the arc.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
To the inside, 11 feet away, rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
3-pointer. On heels, no luck. Washington has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Wall against Harden. Outside for Beal, 20 feet out, and right on target with the swish.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly.